Hi guys, hope you're all okay. I'm Minas and welcome back to another episode on Can You Dig It? Guys, today we've got another review and it's a DeWalt brad nailer. It's an 18 gauge brad nailer and it is the DPN1850PP. It's a pneumatic nailer and as always guys, we'll go through some of the features. I have already used it once or twice, couldn't resist. And it fires 2mm thick nails, 15 to 55mm in length. And it's got various functions. Again, not 100% sure as to why it doesn't use oil and things like that, but some of the things we do know is it needs a compressor, so I'll show you that a little bit later as well. You can adjust the height of the nail, whether you want it to shoot all the way through or stick out a little bit, and like I said, it doesn't use oil. Again, I'm not sure why that's beneficial, whether it does or doesn't. And another feature you've got is it allows you to keep the bed of the nailer flat, making sure your nails shoot vertically at 90 degrees. So that's some of the features on the packaging. When using this, guys, these are a must. You have to use this. It's quite a dangerous piece of kit, and just have a look at it. So it comes with this box. This came with it. One of the things that got me is this. It's like a belt clip or something of the sorts. Guys, just be careful, there's a big giant bee there to my left. I'm not too fond of them. Hopefully it doesn't pester us over here. But yeah, it's got this belt clip holder with a pencil sharpener. Guys, I have no idea why that pencil sharpener is there. But this is it here, guys. So this is the nailer. You can feel free to play around with it like that. As long as it's not plugged in, nothing's going to happen. It's quite lightweight as well, so it's not too heavy. I say just over 1 kilo. And the features of it itself, well, you've got the release there, the magazine you could call it, and your brads go in there. So I've got a few in. So again, I'll get a little bit of a close up to this, and oh, come on. You got to make sure. See what happened there, guys? My nails weren't touching the bottom, so just got to make sure that they're all the way to the bottom. Slide it over and it pushes straight in. It's precision point, so it's got this little nozzle at the front. It does move a little, allowing you to pinpoint exactly where you want it to go. Dial here, you can shoot one at a time, or we can, how do you do that now? There's a button on the side, hit the button on the side, you can turn the switch and that puts it into bump mode, and you've just got to press the trigger, keep it pressed, and off you go with multiple. So I'll just put it back onto normal. And what else has it got? Okay, it's got another little feature. Can't show you at the moment because I'm not using it, but I believe once you get down to your last 3 or 4 pins, nails, whatever you want to call them, you get a little indicator. Something yellow kind of pops down to let you know that you're down to your last few or even last one. But again, we'll show you all that as well. And what does it mean when it's 18 gauge, guys? And that goes onto the nail. So what I'll do is let me get set up properly. I'll get the compressor out and we'll have a look at the nails and what all this gauge stuff means. So guys, let me get set up. I'll be back with you shortly. Right guys, so I've got myself set up. Got a Stanley compressor there. It's 1.5 horsepower, 24 litre, 8 bar. I'm sure that's pretty much overkill, but hey, if we're going to do it, we'll do it properly, and it lets me do other stuff as well. So I've got the air line hooked up, power's on. Apologies if during this the compressor comes on to, I don't know, suck up air, but hey, I'll try and edit that out. So we finished on just previously looking at gauge and what that meant. So the gauge itself, guys, means the thickness of the nail. It's, well, the thickness of the wire used. And this is 18 gauge. If you go up to 20 and higher numbers, it can be a lot thinner. And if you go the opposite way, 16, 15, 10 gauge, then they're going to be a lot thicker and the heads are going to be bigger as well. And these have got heads, they're not massive. And then it's kind of pointed at both ends to allow it to, push through the wood. These, again, mostly used for paneling or, put them round whilst the glue sets, so you don't have to wait for the glue to set without these in. You can just fire these in, let your glue set, and you can move on with the project as well. They do add some structural kind of element, but again, it depends on what it's being used for. I wouldn't recommend just, you know, using these for a chair or a table or anything like that, but it will help making it square whilst you're putting it together. And you can break them up, so they break apart quite easily as well. And what I did notice, guys, is the indicator to let you know when you're running out of nails is, well, it's that yellow bit there. So if you can see that there, that's what happens. So they've got none, and it's got none in, hence the indicator showing. So hopefully, if we put some in now, we should see that go. So we'll put in, say what, 10 or 12 there, and we make sure that they go all the way over. And there you go, the indicator's gone. I didn't know that. So now hopefully, once we run out, I say we've got maybe, you know, like I said, about a dozen in there, we should see that fire out, letting us know we've got none left. The brads themselves, guys, I've just got some of these tack-wise ones, got 5,000 in there, and I think they were about £8–9 from Screwfix, as was the compressor. That was from Screwfix as well, £100. But the brad nailer itself, that was Amazon, £150. So yeah, expensive hobby, guys, but hey, we love it. So we've put some nails in. I'm going to switch the compressor on. I believe it's got air, however, apologies if during this, you know, it switches itself on. So all you do is, so that's in, and then you just, it's switched on, and it might switch on, and there you go, you can hear it. You can hear it filling up with air. And at the moment, what have I got in there? Okay, it's at, what is it, 6 bar. So it goes up to 8. It is going to switch on, I'm thinking, but if it does, I'll cut it out. It's only what, 30–40 seconds worth. So let's get this set up, guys. These are a must. I mentioned earlier, safety first. Yes, absolutely. I've seen some guys, you know, hurt their hands on planers, jointers and angle grinders and sorts, so we want to make sure that, you know, we do this properly. A couple of things. So it's on now, guys, so we need to be careful. In order to make sure your nail is going in 90 degrees perfect, you've just got to make sure this end rests on your stock. Okay, so that's a nice little tip there. Just move these out of the way. So we've just got 2 bits of pine here, and you know, if you wanted to laminate these together, you'd put your glue on, or if you didn't want to, just for demonstration purposes, you can just join these together. And what setting are we on at the moment? So we're on bump mode. We'll put it on single, and that's on, that's on. Let me just move these out of the way. And yeah, sure. So guys, first of all, a bit more safety. You don't want to get your hands up there and be doing all this and getting in there like that. You know, if you don't get your angle right, yes, you might avoid your hand and it will go straight through, but most likely your hand's going to be tilted, it's going to shoot out, and you're going to lose a finger or two. If you do really have to do this kind of stuff, then you want to move your hand away, you know, triple, quadruple the length of the nail. So if it is a little bit wonky, then, you know, your hands on both sides are out of the way. Okay, so I guess we're just going to get on with it. Just like that, guys. And that's gone below the surface of the material, and there's an adjuster underneath. So at the moment it's on the deepest it goes, but if you turn it the opposite way, so now the pin should stick out of the stock a little. Okay, so that's stopped there. Again, hands out the way, and yeah, you can see it there, it's sticking out about a mil or so. Can that go anymore? Yeah, you can just see it's exposed itself there a little bit. So we'll go back the opposite way. I don't know why you'd want it to stick out, but never mind. Okay, so again, it's all the way in. And I'll bring this up actually, just so you can see. Okay, so those are the ones that were sticking out, and you can feel them on the top, and these other two have gone all the way in. Okay, so that's one way we could use it, and you'd use it for, well, actually, just as a bit of a strength test. You're not going to pull that apart, no chance. You might be able to slide it, but if you put some more in that way, then that would stop that. And so we have a look at bump mode now. And again, we haven't noticed anything there, but however, tell you what, we'll put it on bump mode and we'll keep going. And you guys, you need to keep an eye on this part for the yellow slider to come across. So with bump mode, all you do is press the trigger and you can just keep going. Sorry about that, guys. I knew it was going to come on. So again, we're on bump mode, press the trigger and just keep going, and we're keeping an eye on the yellow indicator. There it is, it's just come across. Okay, I've just found out something there as well. It's only come out a little bit. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, that's still shot on there. So that's 4 we've done with the indicator. It can't go anymore, so I imagine I'll do it here so we can see this is going to be empty, which it is. Okay, there you go. I'll bring it round again. So that's the one that didn't fire, and we saw on the indicator what happened there. Brilliant, guys, awesome. And just, you know, just get a little bit more fancy. We'll put another little bit in. And what we want to do on this one is just, I don't know, for whatever reason, you might want to put a little lip on there. And still on. Actually, no, there's no real reason. I'm not sure why bump mode would be, you know, that much of an advantage. Pressing the triggers first, that's quite cool. Now we can, you know, rest the front and the back on our stock and pretty much guarantee, and that was 90 degrees. Obviously, again, I've gone overkill with all that. But again, you know, you've got yourself a bit of a, I don't know, a cleat or something like that. Could be used as a shock jig or something. Brilliant, awesome. Guys, I'm going to pack this away and we'll wrap this up. Guys, I couldn't just end the video there without showing you what I've done with the nail gun itself. So this is another project that I'm doing, and again, you know, subscribe to the channel and, you know, share my stuff and like and comment if you like this kind of thing. But literally, including milling the wood and everything, about an hour and a half to do the floor on the 2 sides. Again, if you want to know what this is, then, you know, stay tuned to the channel for that. Another little neat trick actually, and what we'll finish on, is with the compressor. Doesn't always need to be plugged in. As you saw, it already kind of filled itself up, so, you know, the plug is loose. There's still brads in there, again, just to give you an indication of how this went. And we'll just come over here and we'll just, you know, fire an extra couple in there. It's on single shoot mode. Just put another one in there. And again, I did that, used this, and went round with that, held the frame together, used the square one, what have you, and then went round with some screws, and it made something like this so fun to do, guys. So again, guys, it's my review on the DeWalt pneumatic brad nailer, 18 gauge. Get yourself one. If you like this kind of stuff, guys, then, you know, feel free to subscribe to the channel and, you know, have a look at what else I do that should be floating around right about now. Guys, thanks for watching. Have a brilliant day. Stay safe. I'm Minas, and this is Can You Dig It?